All right, round one is definitely a keep. So presumably some red deck here. All right, I'm trying to think if we have any life gain. I'm not sure if we do. Scrubland's not the worst. Guess we go sovereign here. I'd like to leave Brimaz up with Mana Tithe, but I'm just not sure if we can do it. Blue-red. All right. All right, he's down to 3 cards in hand. We've got some pretty powerful plays coming up. He's probably going to have to like char or do something to a Brimaz. Unfortunately, Sublime Archangel not the best here, since it's only got 3 toughness, but that's all right. Let's see. All right. Unfortunately, Wasteland not currently super useful, but obviously we gotta slam the Brimaz. Get the big dude. Make him use some resources. What I imagine he does is char it or incinerate it and then Grim Lavamancer it, which sucks, but that's okay. At least he's using resources on our stuff, which is nice. If he's just swinging with that? Wow, okay. Well, with the Johnny, we're in pretty good shape, especially since Brimaz has, yeah, this is actually going to be fine. I wish we could, once again, I wish we could leave up Mana Tithe. All these turns, just completely been unable to leave up Mana Tithe. But yeah, we got a Johnny here. So we a Johnny, we pump our dude. He's going to swing at Koth, gain us some life. Negate a lot of work our opponent has been doing. They both swing at Koth. See if he lets Koth die, or if he lets Grim Lavamancer die. You know what's actually deceptively good is Mana Tithe versus Fire Blast. The reason being, Fire Blast typically is just letting Koth die. That makes sense, actually. He prefers the Lavamancer. So what I think he has to do now is burn our Brimaz plus Lavamancer it, unless he has Char. If he has Char, then he can just take it out. But he still has to focus. He has to do something about a Johnny. I want him to pass and then cast a 4-mana spell so I can Mana Tithe it. Unfortunately, Wasteland not looking all that good in this match, but still a very good card. Incinerate me. Wait a second. Did I miss something? Wasn't I at 15? Did he just target his own Grim Lavamancer? He was focusing on a Johnny? That's what it was. And he screwed it up. This is so ridiculous. I'm not sure I did this right. I don't think I did. If I had done it in the other order, I could have had an extra pump. Oh, this is kind of funny. All right, so we're playing against Red Blue Burn, aka the Alex Stephenson deck. So what are we doing against the Alex Stephenson deck? Let's Sculler and Sin Collector look infinitely better in this match. The reason being, actually, Mutagenic doesn't look the worst despite having to pay 2 life because it protects really important creatures for free. But I don't mind trying to bring Sin Collector and Tidehollow Sculler in this match. Like, cards like Oblivion Ring are going to be a lot worse. It does take out Koth, but it's just so clunky. Ravages seems a lot worse. Like, they don't operate on any lands. Let's dump the Ravages, and let's dump Manatide seems a lot worse. He knows about it now, so I've struck the fear of God in him. But Manatide does seem worse. It doesn't seem awful. It only seems worse because his cards require like 1 to 2 mana to cast, which I think does make it worse. But the Wasteland seems bad too, so we can turn that into a swamp, and maybe 1 more swamp too. So 4 black sources. Let's bring in the Sin Collector first and foremost. That's huge. Tidehollow Sculler is legitimately good. It makes him use burn spells on our dude. He does have Searing Blood though, which maybe that makes the argument. The Sculler's not as good. Sin Collector is just straight up good. It's a lot of 3 drops though. I'm not sure we have a choice in that matter. So let's get another swamp in here. So this would be 3 sources of black. We probably want 4. We can still easily do that. Dump the Wasteland. Dump a Plains. Still have plenty of white. 4 sources of black. Do I want to try and bring Sculler in here? It's a legitimate question. Banisher Priest hurts a little bit, but I guess it requires them to burn it, which is good. I'd like to lower my curve. I'm just not sure if I can do that. Tidehollow Sculler tells me what I have to deal with, but I'm not sure if I need it. Kind of want to lower it. Like, I could also dump the Archangel for a couple gather, but he's just got so much stuff that takes out Sublime Archangel. All right, well, I'm out of time. I guess I'll try it like this. We'll just try the Sin Collector, which I do think is very powerful in this match. Getting rid of burn spells is It's pretty nasty. Alright, well, this is a good hand. He's going to have to kill Seeker the way. So who do we open up with? The old Precinct Captain or the old Seeker the way? I guess we don't have any spells for Seeker, so why don't we do the Precinct Captain? That way Seeker comes out later when we actually need the life gain. Oblivion Ring, not the worst. Impulse, alright. So I imagine looking for Searing Blood or something of that nature. We have the Flicker Wisp Cloud Goat interaction, which is kind of nice. But I think next turn, well, I don't know. Next turn I'm probably doing Seeker. I guess we could have done Seeker that turn, couldn't we? But like I said, I kind of prefer him to kill our Precinct Captain, yeah. Alright, he got some good value off us there, actually. But at least he's not burning our face yet. So let's do... I actually want to do Frontline Medic here. I'll tell you why. So I want to do Frontline Medic because I can counter X spells, which is nice. I'm going to forget about that, by the way. But more importantly, if I get another resource, I can actually go Seeker and protect it from 2 damage burn spells with Raise the Alarm at instant speed, which is very powerful. So Frontline should be the one here. It makes the best use of our mana. Granted, we don't get the Prowess Lifelinker, but I feel like it's going to, like whatever I play is going to die anyway, if that makes sense. Here we go. So now I can attack. He's very motivated to burn our dude. Maybe not. Maybe he's just going to try and race it. Okay, so now I get to do Seeker and protect it with Raise the Alarm if he has like a Magma Jet. Alright. You can counter it. Don't forget about X spells. Do not forget about X spells. Ooh, well, good news, folks. Get to Oblivion Ring the crap out of that. I'm sure glad I left Oblivion Ring in. So now we do Raise the Alarm. Crusade too. Well, fortunately no Crusade yet. Keranos takes precedence. Must stop Keranos. Get rid of that. Get in for 5, which is pretty good. Next turn, get in for 10, which is pretty nasty. If we get a land, I can just slam a Cloud Goat too, which is nice. Keep your eye open for X spells. X spells. I'm just going to keep repeating it so I don't forget. Batterskull. Jeez. This guy's deck is just weird. I thought he was playing Burn. Well, swords wouldn't be the worst, I guess. Student, not bad. Guess we go... It's quite the predicament. I can go Flicker Wisp. Student. I still want the Cloud Goat Flicker Wisp, though. I think we go Student, Crusade, level up, pass. So let's do that. Could attack with Frontline Medic, but... And the soldiers. He just blocks a soldier and ends up taking 2 total. But I don't lose a soldier. He's going to crack back regardless, and I'm not going to block. So I guess I could end up netting 2 damage here. Let's do that. He blocks. He gains 4, like I said, and then takes 6. We don't block. I think this is actually okay. Because like I said, the only reason we're doing this is because we're not blocking. well, and we don't lose our guys. So there's actually incentive to do it. So if I can level up my guy again, then he can at least block the Batterskull token. Actually, he can attack into it pretty easily. But he does get in here. All right. Should have actually waited, but I guess he wanted to protect it, so that kind of makes sense. Now if we get a land, we're at least in Cloud Goat territory, yeah. So we swing again. This is actually kind of dangerous. If he had a burn spell, he could burn the medic in response. But let's go for the medic here, or the Cloud Goat rather. I'm surprised he's got all these counter spells. I think he shifted his deck. So I believe we should shift too. Because I really am not, I was not expecting all these counter spells. Oh, it's dig through time. All right, well, never mind. Less concerned about that. Next turn, being able to flicker Wisp Cloud Goat is gonna be crazy good. X spells, X spells. Do not forget about the X spells. Must not forget. In case he's got like a Crater's Claws or something. I wonder what he's digging for. We took the Slag Storm, but there still could be like a big bounce spell, or I don't know. I think if he attacks with, I'm just double block with a couple soldiers. That way he has to pay 3. It basically, oh, geez. All right. Let me think about this. I don't want to lose my Cloud Goat. Flicker Wisp is too important. So I think what we're doing is taking it, going to 12, which admittedly I'm not thrilled about, but I think the Flicker Wisp is too important here. So now we play the Scrubland. We use his activated ability. Although essentially I don't even have to do that, do I? I think we just have these two attack Karn, and then the soldiers attack him. And then we Flicker Wisp and get back our Cloud Goat. I'm okay with that. Okay, so Karn, dude. Get the indestructibility. Take out the Karn. Doesn't matter what he blocks, because... Okay, and then we get to Flicker Wisp, Cloud Goat, get a bunch more dudes. So he does have the resources to bounce and replay. Oh, it's pretty nasty. Well, that's going to be tough. This deck, like, did anybody else think this deck completely shifted into a new place? This is, like, absolutely not what I was expecting at all. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. So, this is going to be tough. I'm not sure exactly what to do here. I gotta take out the germ token. It's gaining too much life. So if I can draw a swords, I'll feel good. Jeez. Lingering souls, not the worst, but they're all gonna die to Inferno Titan, which kind of is a bummer. And he gets to equip Batterskull next turn too. I think we lose. I can't do anything. Guess I need to bring in Disenchant, although just for Batterskull. Well, I guess it seems necessary, unfortunately. If I play Lingering Souls and flash it back, he attacks. I don't know what to do. I guess we swing. Well, we're dead to Batterskull. I don't know what to do about Batterskull. I think we just lose to it. I guess I swing team because I don't really have a reasonable block. I mean, Frontline Medic at least has been doing its job, but he's just going to gain a ridiculous amount of life, and there's nothing I can do about it. So maybe Sculler is better than I'm giving it credit for. I don't know why he didn't equip the Titan. Guess it doesn't matter. Well, it does. Why wouldn't he gain 10 life and have a Vigilance? Big dude. So this guy's deck is very, very strange. One of the stranger decks I've seen, since it's got all this top end stuff, but coupled with a bunch of early burn. We're just getting flooded now, I guess. We lost too much value. I thought we were playing against red deck wins with some blue backup, but it turns out to be, I guess, big red. I really don't know. But yeah, we most assuredly lose. Most assuredly. I can't do anything. So what am I doing in game 3? I guess I have to bring in Disenchant, because if I can't beat Batterskull, we're just going to lose too. Let's just concede. I can't win this game. So game 3, I need this Disenchant. Ravages now seems much better. It does. Sculler seems okay, but I don't think that's what I want. Banisher Priest seems kind of like a liability. So I don't mind cutting that. Because he has too much removal. And I can't protect it well enough. So we'll bring in the Disenchant. I kind of want to bring back Ravages now that I know he's like big red. I just don't know what I can bring it in for. Maybe the Mana Tithe, but Mana Tithe still seems really good. Certainly not the Oblivion Ring. Mm. I'm not going to bring in the Ravages. I want to. I think we're optimal against this deck with this. I guess. I don't know. But this is how I'm going to try it. All right, we'll play first. And this hand's good. We get to go turn 2, end of his turn, raise the alarm into turn 3, Brimaz. Possibly killing Grim Lavamancer if he has that on turn 1. Which makes raise the alarm really good. Even a Jackal Pup, I'd love to kill that with half of raise the alarm. Otherwise, I could go turn 2 Crusade into turn 3 Brimaz, and then Brimaz is pretty safe. But I haven't seen a lot of 4-mana burn out of him. I hope he just plays Lavamancer. Beautiful. God, I want to get the blowout play here. Now, here's what we do. We actually have to double block Lavamancer. The reason being, if he has the burn spell for 1 token, I just want to make sure Lavamancer dies. Beautiful. And no plays. So now, ooh, I mean, we're just doing Brimaz, but especially with no counter magic up, Brimaz is a big threat. He's got to, like, char it right here. Seagate's not going to do it. So now the question, do we want to Crusade yet? I feel like no. But he could counter future ones, and getting this to 5 toughness is pretty insane. Plus it allows me to attack with my soldier and not lose a token. But if I cast Crusade next turn, I can bash with a huge Seeker of the Way. If I play Lingering Souls, I can get in the skies for a bunch next turn. I feel like I just play Crusade now. It just seems so. It takes Brimaz to an entirely new level of hurt. And it makes that Seagate Oracle like a pointless blocker. Or not pointless, but you get the point. Just not a very good blocker, not an essential one. Or not one that we have to worry about, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Pester might. Do you think he's playing Splinter Twin combo now? Now I'm worried he's playing Splinter Twin combo. Alright, well, I'm going to Oblivion Ring the Pester Might then. But even getting the Splinter Twin on a Seagate's pretty good. But we just lose the game if he has Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki next turn. Which is both in this cube. So I guess we just swing for the fences and then Oblivion Ring. Pester. Oh, well, if he's blocking with it, I feel a lot better. In that case, let's just go Lingering Souls. Get some flight going. And then I can Oblivion Ring. I feel like I let him have Keranos, but I have to slam Oblivion Ring the... Yeah, I feel like I'm less worried about Keranos, but I have to get the Batterskull, so Oh, geez, Mana Tithe too. Nice. Let's just get Seeker going. Batterskull is the priority. What did he reveal? Seal of Fire. Interesting. I think he's got a Batterskull play here. Played around the Mana Tithe, but we've got the Oblivion Ring. Keep that in mind. Oh, Inferno Titan? Well, actually, I don't care about Inferno Titan. I think we just win. Now we just, yeah, I think we win. Now we just Oblivion Ring his little dork. And by dork, I mean Inferno Titan. Oh, well, I skipped out of it, but hey, we beat the red-blue deck that I thought was burned, but was actually some sort of big red mid-rangey thing. All right, we'll see you round 2. Also, I just realized I didn't Mana Tithe his Inferno Titan. I don't know what I was thinking. I think because I thought it was a Batterskull, and then when I saw it wasn't a Batterskull, I immediately thought to myself, oh, then it doesn't matter. I can just win. So I didn't even think about my own. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But it didn't even matter based on the Oblivion Ring we had in our hand. But yes, the optimal play would be to 1-mana counter his Inferno Titan.